everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are going to be talking today about 3 reasons why the media won't feature you and what you can do about it. If you are tuning in live, hello. My name is Lindsay Walker. As you know, I'm a publicist. I work with brands to help them get into the media. And of course, my goal is for you to get more visibility, more awareness, and more publicity for your businesses. So let's dive right in, because a lot of times I've seen so many people want to get featured in the media, but you don't know where to start. Or I've seen some of you say, well, I've pitched the media, I tried, or I hired this publicist, like whatever it may be. You guys understand that there are factors that come into play. Understand that there are factors that come into play. So make sure that you go grab your notebook real quick. I'm going to take a sip of water. Make sure you go grab your piece of paper or your pen, your iPad, your stylus, because I want us to dive into this, okay? And for those of you that are catching a replay on YouTube, comment down below. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts and what your experience has been with getting featured or not getting featured into the media, all right? So, number one, you are not telling the right story. That's the reason why the media won't feature you. You are not telling the right story. You're not capturing their attention, right? So let's say you're a beauty brand and all you're trying to push is your product, when they want to know more about you and why you started. They want to know why you decided to create an all-natural lip balm for little girls, right? They want to know why you make sure in your mission statement to have all vegan products and do partnerships with PETA, right? Instead, you're trying to push a narrative that is not resonating with the people that you're trying to pitch to. Or, right, like I can remember I tried to reach out to someone, and whatever story I was trying to reach out to them for, they would not bite, they would not answer me, they would not respond. It was like crickets, okay? It was like crickets trying to get them to feature my client. Now, I sent them another email about another event and another client, and they immediately responded, and they posted before I even had a chance to ask them, why is this important? I wasn't telling them the right story. I was not giving them what they wanted to hear, right? I was not sharing with them what they needed to get the placement. So a lot of you guys, the number one reason why the media is not featuring you is because you're not telling the right story. Number two reason, and I'll try to check the comments, but number 2 reason, okay? You are not talking to the right person. You're just not talking to the right person. Somewhere, someone along the way told you that all you had to do was be friends with somebody that worked at Oprah and you would get featured. I'm sorry. Like, I'm so sorry that they lied to you. I'm so sorry that it wasn't factual. That's not the case. That's not true. You can have a friend that works at O, but if they are not the fashion editor and you want to get your fashion brand in O, they're the wrong person. Okay? They're the wrong person. Many of you have been trying to pitch Black enterprise. You've been reaching out to the content director when you should be reaching out to the staff writer. Again, you're not reaching the right person. Are you aware of the role that the person plays at that publication, before you try to pitch to them? Let me ask that one more time. Are you aware of the role of the person that's at the publication that you're trying to pitch to? Or are you just trying to spray and whatever lands? No, publicity is a strategic communications process, Okay, it is a strategic communications process. That means you got to have a plan. You can't just pitch people all willy-nilly. You have to have a plan in place. Sorry, y'all, saying willy-nilly just, it makes me giggle. Anyway, but you have to have a plan in place, okay? You gotta have a plan in place, because without a plan in place, okay, without a plan in place, you miss the mark, you waste your time, and you have to start over with pitching. Make sure every media pitch that you send should have a purpose. Say it again for the people in the back. Every media pitch that you send should have a purpose. All right, it should have a purpose. So make sure that you are talking to the right person. Number three, and I'll give y'all a bonus, okay? Because I know I was a little tardy to the party because the enemy tried to stop my live stream. That's how I know I'm supposed to do it in this manner. Praise God. So number three, you do not have the right contact. You don't know how to look up the contact, okay? You're not going on sites like rocketreach.co. You're not going to search engines. You're not building your list yourself. You're buying lists from people that are old, that are stale. And so again, you're trying to use that same method and it's not working because you don't have the right contact. You don't have the right connection. You're not spending your time building relationship with the media. That's why they don't want to feature you. That's why they don't want to feature you. They don't want to feature you because you don't have the right connection. It's not always about what you can get, but what are you willing to give? Instead of just doing an interview, are you willing to write an article? Are you willing to make the journalist's job easier? How are you showing up for yourself so that the publication can say, you know what? Crystal is amazing, right? And I want to feature her. Or Johnny is amazing, or whoever, right? Are you making their job easier? Are you making their job easier? So let's do a quick recap. Number one, they're not featuring you because you're not telling the right story. Number two, they're not featuring you because you are not approaching the right person. Y'all, my technology is being such a hater right now. They're not featuring you because you're not approaching the right person, okay? And number three, you don't have the right connections, okay? Number three, you don't have the right connections. Bear with me 1 second, you guys. Okay, sorry, I figured out what the disconnect was. But let's do the recap again. Number one, you're not sharing the right story. Number two, you're not talking to the right person. Number three, you are not building the right connections. A bonus as to why they won't feature you is because you're not showing up and being consistent. You think that sending one email one time is just going to magically get you an essence, and it does not work like that. You're not following up. You don't have a follow-up system. You don't have a follow-up system. You're not following up with the media. And a lot of people forget that the gold is in the follow-up. The gold is in the follow-up. I'm going to check the comments to see if you guys have any questions. But the gold is in the follow-up. So make sure that you're showing up for yourself. Make sure that you are contacting and connecting with the right people. Make sure that you're following up, and make sure that you are doing your research, okay? Make sure that you're doing your research, and there'll be a part 2 to this next week. We're going to do a part 2 on this next week, but you guys, make sure that you are understanding the process of publicity. Okay, make sure you are understanding the process of publicity. Again, I'm Lindsay. I am the CEO and lead publicist of Walker and Associates Media Group. You can go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I'm at Lindsay. That's Lindsey A Walker. Okay, Walker. Also, I will put the link. I have a masterclass. If you guys want to go ahead and purchase that masterclass, it breaks down how to pitch. Okay, it breaks down how to pitch. So make sure that you guys get that. The link will be in the description box below here on YouTube, and it will also be in the description box of the title of this live in our Facebook group. Make sure you join our Facebook group. We're building it up. Okay, we are almost 500 members strong. Okay, so invite a friend to invite a friend to invite a friend. And with that said, have a great day.